Well, good morning, everybody. Oh, it is a beautiful morning, Christy. I agree. And Missy, good to see you too. Hi, Nicole. Good morning. Welcome back, you guys. How about I happy drum you? Hunter is already jumping into every box that contained every herb that I bought for you guys yesterday. Now he's thirsty and he's drinking his water. Good morning, Jenny. Oh, Jennifer Michelle. How's the weather in San Diego, Jenny? Hi, Shirley. Spring has sprung here in the Bay Area. We had near 80-degree weather yesterday. So I got outside and it was beautiful. I'm hoping everybody is enjoying some spring soon. Whether or not the flowers are blossoming where you are, we will be at least experiencing some flower blossoms today. We are going to add a full pound of calendula to this pot today and meditate on that process and everything. I'm so excited that I have to take a sip of my tea. What's everybody drinking this morning? I'm drinking Eve Was Framed this morning. Good morning, Colleen. I was just thinking this morning, I'm going to have to confirm with Colleen. She and I have a one-on-one later this afternoon. I'm very excited. I think I've been channeling on you. It's been cold, Jenny said. Oh my goodness. Cold mornings, ugh. Beautiful, sunny, warm evenings. I do like that contrast. Hunter. Hunter says hello, everybody. Hunter says good morning. Hi, Velia. Good morning. Good morning, Russ. Hi. Thank you for sharing, Shirley. Hi, Kathy. Kathy's here as me today. Yay! Good morning. I wonder why it won't let you come on as you. Oh yeah, because the retrograde. Ah, yeah. And the full moon coming too. Retrograde and full moon. Who's making big decisions right now and who's experiencing anything with your devices? I had been on Monday. Missy, isn't Spiritual Badass so yummy? Buenos dias, David. Yay. Ooh, orange spice, Colleen. Good morning, Kaz. Bless this room and thank you guys so much for waking up. Oh, Kaz, you do like, well, pink, I think I might have been channeling you a little bit when I chose pink this morning. I've been in the groove for sure, feeling the spirit. Let me see, I was going to grab some myrrh for you guys. This burned out fast this morning. And this room is protected. I put a nice, big, strong, bubbly shield around us, you guys. So everybody be blessed and be happy and healthy. We're going to light some myrrh for you guys to just continue to blow out any negativity. So the smoke is going to draw out anything you don't want. Hi, Ananika. And also we will be doing that with the breath. Yay! Oh, Victoria! Good morning. I think I sent out some USPS numbers for everybody for the last oil that we strained. I had to take a break from straining and packaging when I was sick, so I didn't transfer anything to your guys' packages, but although you might still hear the remnants of congestion or sinusy stuff. I'm feeling so much better, and I'm grateful for feeling better too. Didn't brush my hair this morning. I just put it straight up into a bun, and you can tell, but that's okay. Curly is as curly does. Curly hair don't care. Rainy and cold in Texas. Oh my gosh, Colleen. I love rain too. And yep, now you're going to have those rolling green hills. Yay, fantastic. Good morning, Earthlings, says Victoria. We are here. Thank you for your shares, you guys. Here comes Boston for our first breath. Hi, Mommy. Oh, everybody said good morning, Boston. Maybe Diane will come around since Boston's here. So, Boston, get down. Get down. Do you hear her? Get down. They're not allowed up on the counter here for obvious reasons. But I do let her sit on my lap when I'm doing the show, but then I have to keep sanitizing my hands over and over again before we stream. Or I should say, today we're just going to be adding herbs and mashing. Yay! Oh, thank you so much, Russ. Yeah, I always feel so grateful to feel better after I've been, taken down for a couple of days. And especially when you're not sleeping well and you have those feverish dreams, which can be prophetic sometimes and bring stuff through. But, when you're like, oh God, I must have woken up 20 times, and these are small problems. I'm grateful that these are my problems, to have restless sleep only for a few nights while I'm sick. I know that a lot of people have it a lot worse. So when I feel better, I am so grateful for my health. When we come back from having been sick, I always feel super grateful. Good morning, Annalisa. Good morning and welcome. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the Apothecary. So we've got the myrrh going, and I had promised a breath. So let's get to it. Let's get our imaginations pulsing, and let's get our spines tingling. So wherever you guys are, seated or standing, and you can do this imagination practice even if you're driving this one, I want you to just find your spine in your mind's eye. So your tailbone at the bottom, and your head, your skull being at the top, and everything in between. So your neck bones, your back bones. I want you to just imagine that it's a lit with glittering white light. You can watch the smoke going too, and just kind of imagine that smoke is also the healing, magical, glittering white light that's just lighting up your spine. And at the bottom, your tailbone, imagine that's sort of the source of this magical light. So it's generating from your tailbone. It's pulsing, really magical, sparkly, very clean, very, very healing, magical white light. And I want you guys to really feel your tailbone, your sacrum. It's the bottom of your spine. There's a lot of stagnant energy that gets stuck there. So you guys can blow a lot of this out just with your thoughts and your intention and your imagination. And you can give yourselves, I would even call it a virtual massage, but it's actually, if you concentrate your intention and your thoughts on a certain part of your body, hopefully I will start to show you guys, and you guys will find and start to notice that you can deliver circulation to that area. I'm getting into some practices where I'm learning how to give myself goosebumps and then learning how to set them back down at will on command. These things are possible, and this is what I have in mind, in order to kind of show you guys how much control you actually have the potential to have over your physiology, so that when anxiety comes up, or when undesirable thoughts or emotions come up, and eventually over time, over years, they start to seep into your posture and your body, it becomes your psyche, and then it becomes your person. You can imagine like a sculpture that takes time, and all of the factors that go into that sculpture are kind of what are molding it, if that makes sense. So, hi April, good morning. So we were talking about focusing on the tailbone, imagining that the tailbone is really pulsing with healing, glittering white light. So I want you to really feel the warmth, and I want you to feel a relaxation in your tailbone area. So your sacrum, I want you to just imagine any pain. If anybody has like sciatic pain or anything like that, I want you to just feel a really nice warm relaxation just right there at the base of your spine. And just imagine that this is a source of energy for you through which we're going to be breathing Yay! Okay, so now you've got that pulsing, glittering, healing white light. We're going to take some breaths now. So we're going to go through the nose and out through the mouth like usual. So imagining that glittering, healing white light, feeling the warmth, feeling the pulsing. Inhale through the nose. Pull that glittering, healing white light all the way up your spine. Feel it fill your lungs, pushing the air into the lungs, pulling anything that you don't want into this white light. Chest expand, shoulders stay down, and as you breathe out through pursed lips, blow into the smoke. Let it all go all the way down into and let go of what you don't want with that breath and with that healing white light. And you guys know, I say this all the time, you can take a sip of your tea to help you with the dragon breath. And remember to end it with a cheek lift. So yes, once you guys start to really feel, and especially when you get the breath into your chest and you can start to feel how holding the breath in your chest, you start to kind of feel your heart beat a little bit more. And I don't want anybody passing out. Make sure you're letting go of the breath when it feels like it really wants to. Excuse me. But you can feel how you're expanding from the inside. So the breath, you know, a lot of times we think we're just moving from our muscles and we're moving from our joints, but you're not. You're moving. The very beginning of your movement starts with your intention, and it starts with the thought in your head. It's a synapse in your brain, and then the signal gets to the nerves, and that carries it down to the muscles, and the muscles make that. You know, we're very grateful. I'm very grateful, and we're all of us who are watching who do have a functioning central nervous system, it would serve us well to give gratitude for that, because having worked with spinal cord injuries for about 15 years, I appreciate so much what our central nervous system does for us, seeing what happens when it's disturbed. So everybody give gratitude to your brain and your spinal cord, your central nervous system, for what it does and how it carries us around throughout the day, you know. But also remember that breathing fully inhaling, fully exhaling is going to give you so much more strength in whatever task it is that you're doing, because you're filling yourself with the same matter, essentially, that you're surrounded with. You're becoming one more with nature. When you're really breathing shallow and you're not recycling the air, you're really isolating yourself from the environment. You know, not only is it not healthy and you're not recycling all of the chemicals out of your lungs that proper breathing does, it's you're opening yourself up more to a lower vibration. We're not cleansing the breath. Good morning, heaven. So yeah, that's why we do these amazing breathing exercises. And incorporating the movements like we do, the head movements and everything else, the neck movements, the eye movements even, and sort of orchestrating those or incorporating them with the breath is another way to show you guys, and eventually a lot of us are going to graduate into yoga, is a really good way to show you how to sort of begin to incorporate the breath with moving the body. This is harmony. You know, this is how we begin to sort of tap into your intuition, and you can hear the voices of your guides better, and you're definitely more protected and better guided as well. Hi, Alicia. Oh my gosh, so healing light to you. When we're doing these breaths, like Alicia mentions her specific ailments that she has, really make sure that you're breathing. You know, a lot of times the issues we have, you know, like we can use my shoulder issue in the past as an example. You think of it as like your bad shoulder or your bad knee, or you go around telling people I have a bad back. And we remember that your word is your bond, and your words are magic. You know, this is spelling, and that's why they call it spelling, because you're casting a spell. So, you know, in physical therapy, we learn to say the more affected side. You know, so if somebody has a injury on the left side or whatever, we say, oh, the affected side, or you know, rather than the bad leg. This is the affected side. This is the treated side, the treatment side, or whatever. So just every little moment, remember to listen to the story that you're telling yourself in the head. If in your head, if you're saying, I have a bad back, your back is listening and it's like, oh, I'm bad. The words travel very, very quickly. I mean, think about it. You don't even have to say hand make a fist. You just have to think hand make a fist, and your hand makes a fist. So you're not only thinking that you have a bad back, you're actually bringing it into existence and verbalizing it by saying, I have a bad back. You didn't even need to say it. Your back already knew that it had pain, but now your back is hearing that it's bad. I promise you that's not going to decompress your spinal cord. It's going to compress. You're going to carry that. You're saying that to somebody else. You're turning it, you're making it real. And then you're going to carry that in your person. This is how it works. This is how your body works. This is how our posture responds to even, what we're told as we're raised. If you're told that you're no good, or that you're, a brat, or whatever it is, you're going to start to have bad posture. I've had to work on my posture. I've had to tell myself, you're the greatest. Every single morning when I open my eyes, I have to tell myself, whether I believe it or not, you are the best. You are the writer of the story. You are the master of your own destiny. And that's once you start to tell yourself that story, once that is the story that you're telling yourself, and not, oh, I have a bad shoulder. Because trust me, for plenty of years, I woke up with the first thought on my mind, the pain that I had in my neck and my shoulder. I went to bed fearing it, and I woke up with a lidocaine patch. First thing on my mind, identifying the pain. Every single morning I would say, oh, my pain's a 7. Oh, my pain's a 6. Oh, this morning my pain's a 9. That was my life for a long time, until I decided to change the story. I decided to accept what I was feeling in my body, and instead of identifying it as my, basically as my enemy and as what was pulling me down, I gave it love. So when we do these breathing exercises and I have you guys focusing on your bad knee or your bad shoulder, I want you breathing love into that area, because we want to change the story that you're telling your body. You want to tell your body you're getting better. Some of you guys may or may not know this, but I only have one kidney. And the reason that I only have one kidney is because I donated my kidney, my left one, to my sister Lisa. She had lupus, and this was 10 years ago. We did a kidney transplant, and I gave her my kidney. And so now I have one, and she has since passed on. And so now I have the one kidney. So that brings in special considerations into my life, just with regard to diet and stuff like that. But I'll tell you guys a secret. And I don't mind. I'm not embarrassed to tell anybody this, but I'm working on regrowing the kidney that I donated through my thoughts. So this is some, next level stuff, you might say, but just recently I've decided that I'm going to set aside time every single day to focus on the kidney that I transplanted to her, that I donated, and allow my body and will it, if it is, if it's the will of the universe, to grow another one. So there's a whole nother show we can go into this. There are a lot of people who believe in the power of manifestation to the point where you can change your own health. There are people who believe that we can change our own eye color with will and with practice and with determination. So this is something that I've decided to focus on doing, and I've always focused on strengthening the remaining kidney. But yeah, so yay! Your mind believes what you tell it, Shirley says. So tell it, that's not mine. My shoulder is relaxed and happy every minute of every day. It really does work, you guys. It really does work. Perfectly healthy in your mantras. That's a good one. Victoria's a ballerina. Good morning, Marissa. Duff. Erin, good morning. Yay. Good morning, you guys. Yay. I believe it will happen, Kathy. You're so right. Your thoughts are everything. Your thoughts create everything, you guys. Oh, fetus will heal the organs of the mother while pregnant. Whoa. Annalisa, I definitely believe that could happen too. Yay, Erin. So Erin's on board with the regeneration. Yes, working on healing those cells. So let's let's kind of piggyback off of that little message that came through. And let's get some more healing breaths for you guys, okay? And then we got to play with herbs. I did a lot of smashing and mashing, and I'll tell you guys about some more herbs that I added to the pot, and we'll bring the pot in. So excited for that. And we're going to add a pound of calendula this morning. I'm so excited to just have these flowers in my hands and to just sprinkle them into the pot and let you guys watch and listen and breathe and meditate. And the aloe. So this is the Rosehip oil version 3.0. I haven't named it yet, but I want to thread aloe in there for sure. Be like, I love you or something like that. You know, aloe, I love you. It's a rose oil. It's definitely like a love oil, but this is going to be so good for the skin. I'm so excited to finally have gotten my hands on some aloe, and they're right over here. See if I can reach without, falling off my chair. Yes, I definitely can. So here's the calendula. This is an entire pound of calendula. This is how much is going in today. I'm so excited. We'll do some calculations as well. Christine had asked what my ratio of herbs to oil is, so we can talk about that. Yay! Yes, rosehip oil is what we're making. Good morning, Sherry. Caregiver in the house. Aloe you, rose hips. Oh, I like that, Colleen. Aloe you, rose hips. Excuse me. I might have to go with that. Aloe you, or that's so cute. Aloe you. Oh my gosh, I love me. Oh, that's cute too, Annalisa. See, this is fun. I know, I did. I brought in a whole pound of it, Marissa. Hi, Heaven. Yay. Ooh, my neck wants to stretch. Okay, so let's get you guys moving. Let's do another healing breath, and then we'll do some movements, and then I'll get the happy drum out of here. We'll bring the cauldron in, and we'll talk herbs, and we'll get to meditation and all of that. I'm so excited, you guys. Okay, so wherever you are, seated or standing, we're just going to do a nice healing breath of white, healing, glittering white light. I'm going to light some more myrrh. This is burning out fast. We must need it today, and some of the birch as well. So we had mentioned that we all have those loving areas of our bodies that gently and sometimes more than gently give us little reminders that they would like to be cared for, and that for whatever reason our path on this earth has brought us to a point where it's manifesting in our human bodies as pain. So I give you guys permission to communicate with your bodies right now during this meditation this morning, and to start to tell your bodies a different story. So if you have said in the past, I have a bad back, or I have a bad this or a bad that, you can change your story by saying, I'm working on healing my XYZ, or I'm working on regenerating the cells of my XYZ. Because you are wherever you put yourself. That line in the sand is there, but you have the free will to dance around it or to jump onto the other side. So I'm going to have you guys address whatever it is in your body today that maybe you might have been telling a bad story to, or a story that we want to change. And today we have the opportunity to change that story. So whatever it is, I have a feeling that you already kind of intuitively know what that is. Let's send some love to this area of your body today, and we're going to do this with this healing breath. So we have the myrrh coming up. I'm going to take a sip of my tea, and I'm going to cough because my throat wants to be cleared. So everybody can just clear a little cough if you need to. Excuse me. That's exactly what I needed. So whatever part of your body has been asking you for extra love, we're going to give that to it. And if there's more space, more than one spot or space in your body, we're going to hit it all with one breath, and we might even do a couple of breaths. So seated or standing with a glittering healing white light going up and down your spine, pooling and generating from your tailbone. The breath we will be drawing will be through the tip of your tailbone. So as you are inhaling through the nose in a moment, imagine that you're pulling the breath through the tip of the tailbone all the way up to the lungs. From that point, it's going to be spread and healing your entire body. And glittering white light pooling at the bottom of your tailbone. Inhale through the nose. Allow the healing white light to fill your lungs. It goes all the way up the spine, and now it's going to go to that special area that really wants love and that needs to be told a different story. Swirling around, pulsing with healing light. This area is now getting focused on, and as you breathe down, all that you don't want goes out into push it all the way down. It's going to be transmuted into white light, caught by the smoke, taken up, and transmuted into love. I demand it. Let's do another one. Glittering white light, lighting up and pulsing your tailbone, pulling all of the healing, benevolent love from the universe. Inhale through the nose. Healing white light going through the tip of the tailbone all the way up into your spine, into your lungs. Whatever area needs to be cared for is getting healed, pulsing with love, pulsing with light. The cells are regenerating as you breathe down. All the way down into feeling good is so fun, Sherry. You're right. Doing what your body really wants is fun. And healing yourself is so incredibly fun. It's a rush. It's an amazing feeling. And I really, really want to share this with you guys because I want you guys to know that I was in a place where I didn't feel like myself, and I felt like, my true self had been taken from me. I didn't really know who I was or where I was going. And as soon as I, really opened up and started praying, and it was at a rock bottom, and I said, what is it that you need from me? And they were like, we really need you to share your gift, but you're not going to be able to do that if you're unhappy, and if you're in pain, you'll be unhappy. And I really feel like that is the case for everybody, and it's like pain comes in all forms and all shapes and sizes, and pain can hold us back from our potential in many different ways. You can have physical pain that's holding you back from performance. You can have emotional pain that's holding you back from opening up and communicating with people. You can have, spiritual pain. You can have spiritual pain that keeps you from truly trusting your guides and trusting, nature. So there's a lot of letting go that we have the opportunity to do, and so I'm grateful for you guys for being here. I'm grateful for the path that I've taken, every opportunity that's come my way to make a decision, to will more pain into my life or to really begin the healing. So every single word that you speak has a vibration. You're telling yourself a story everywhere you go, and if you feel if you find that you're feeling mostly, fear, jealousy, anger, you have to give more love to yourself. That's really what the problem is that there's something going on inside. There's voices, and it might be that you're around people who are telling you a story that is not true about yourself even, so go write down your story. If you're a journaler or if you like to sing, go sing your story, so yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about the yoga teacher course, Annalisa. This is the future, you guys. Taking care of your bodies first is the future of this earth, of this planet. And it's what's going to help us heal this planet, because what we're doing to ourselves is what we're doing to our planet. What we're doing to our planet is what we're doing to ourselves. Excuse me, we really do, and I try not to get too soapboxy, but we treat ourselves, our bodies, kind of like a dumping ground. And it's like, and you guys saw that I was out for 2 days last week. I am not excluded from this. My diet was not good. Like I say, just because you're a vegan doesn't mean that you eat healthy. But being aligned, like Annalisa is talking about, being aligned with your purpose, with your thoughts. And it really starts with being aligned with your body. Because if your body is out of alignment, all you can really think about is the pain or whatever it is that's bothering you. But once you come into alignment, and it doesn't, chiropractors have a place definitely, and I love, especially Eastern medicine. I love acupuncture, but at the base of it all, you are your own healer first and foremost. This is the concept that has been coming up a lot lately that just keeps, and it's because I know that what's going to take me to my next level and the next step in my life is going to be to continue to care for myself, to return to my roots of self-care that I had strayed from. And I really felt the negative effects of that in my life recently. What legacy do we want? What legacy do we want, you guys? When you're gone, before you come back and make another, trip around on this earth, what do you want them to be saying about you? That's funny. I'm glad that I said that, because we don't care what anybody else thinks or says about us. That's not what it's about. But a lot of times when people think about, when I'm gone, like, what's my legacy going to be? What are they going to be saying? It's almost like only when you're dead does it matter what anybody says about you. Don't worry about it right now. Do your best. And it's true, you notice, like, it's, those of us who have lost loved ones, everything peels away, and nothing, the fights and all of the, any bitterness or anything like that doesn't matter. When somebody crosses over, you love them for who they were, and you love them for all of their amazing qualities, and that's what you remember, we would hope, right? So, if you are following your path and seeking your own truth, taking care of yourself, being the light and setting the example in this lifetime, that's all you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about if people notice. The right people will notice. If you are serving your purpose, none of us are here to please everybody. This is not a new concept, but think about it. Because even, those of us who are here who are empaths, we think a lot of times we get caught up in, I have to heal everybody, and everybody has to like me because I'm, empaths have to be likable, and, it's like, that is not true. Even within, being an empath, there are tons of us on this planet now, millions and billions and of us on this planet now. But that doesn't mean that we all come, exactly from the same energy group. That doesn't mean that we're going to align completely. And that's okay. There might be people who, used to watch my show who don't anymore because it didn't resonate with them, or who don't as much anymore, or anything like that. And that is the order of things. That's how you know when you're around somebody who's from your star pack that you're just drawn to them, that they speak to you. I don't have to speak to everybody. This message doesn't have to get out to everybody, but if it's somebody who is open to it and we're at the same vibration, that's going to make a huge impact, That's why it's so important not to care what the whole rest of the world thinks, and not to think like, is this going to, piss people off, or whatever it is. If your heart is in the right place and you're 100% sure that you are putting out for the greater good of, for the benefit of unconditional love, and taking care of yourself first so that you can spread your love, it doesn't matter if somebody thinks you're not doing the right thing. What your convictions, that's the vibration that you're going to be putting out. And your guides and your protectors who are not in this dimension, they're way more powerful than the thoughts or the psychic attack that could be coming from somebody who doesn't believe in you or who doesn't want you to succeed. That is going to be out there, and that's going to be everywhere. You're always going to have somebody who wants you to fail. Embrace that, and then just let it go. It's just like the wind blowing. It's just like leaves falling from the trees. It's going to happen. Don't let that set you off of your course, though. Do not let that set you off of your course. Shirley, if we're not vibing, if we're not resonating, that's okay. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Let go. go be you, you know, and go spread your love. I love it. Self-love is the foundation for our lives, Heaven. You're so right. Hi, David. Hi, Travolta. Welcome, David and Travolta, you guys. Crystal Love. Thanks so much for being here this morning, you guys. Yay! Oh, look, I'm clicking on people again. The legacy you leave your son. Yes, okay, so it's Sherry. That's kind of like what I was thinking too. And what are you passing on in your DNA? What are we teaching? You know, I don't have my child yet, but I know that I've waited this long for a purpose, because I'm continuing to download all of this information that when I'm passing along information to, well, I expect my children to bring me a lot of information, or my child, but you know, it's true. Sherry, think, you know, like, what are we here for? We're here to make this world a better place. We're here to stop the eradication of our home, and the way that we have to do that isn't by getting in people's faces about it, it's by frickin' doing it. It's by doing it. And how do you do it? How do you be the light? How do you be the example? You are the creator. You are earth. You are nature. You know, it's all separation. We say it all the time. Separation is an illusion. So how do we show everybody, you know, we're coming out of this age where we're just really angry about, you know, how we feel, and we're protesting and we're fighting about it. And that hasn't really gotten us anywhere. It's gotten attention, but it hasn't truly raised the vibration. But those of us now who understand truly what we're here for, and that we are earth, you're the earth, you know, you're the God. Take care of yourself. Show love. Show that you're love. You know, we've had a lot of leaders come through with this message of love, of peace, of nonviolence. You know, Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Jesus. Violence isn't the answer. We're not here to beat each other up. We're not here to kill each other. Duh! We're not here to kill each other. Okay, so we're here to be the light. We're here to take care of yourself. Worry about yourself. Take care of yourself. You are the light. If you guys keep seeing me, I reach and I turn this every now and then, and this is what, it's like my little hourglass. It's not an hourglass, it doesn't keep time, but one of my clients brought me this from Brazil. It's just like a little sand art. Gosh, I'm so preachy this morning. So if you guys see me reaching off camera, I'm just turning the little sand art because I love to kind of, my ADD, this just like sets stuff off for me. But no, you know, so I really am getting the message that the only way that we are going to get done what it is that we came here to do is to take care of ourselves. Breathing, gentle exercise, just going for walks, stretching your spine, and yoga. You don't have to go out and lift weights. In fact, I don't recommend doing a heavy weightlifting program unless you've been trained to, and unless you are comfortable handling your own body weight in a practice like breathing, Tai Chi, and yoga. So by taking care of ourselves, by, you know, putting good food, vegetables, fruits, you know, whole grains into our bodies, by giving love to ourselves and showing that and giving love to other people, I really feel like this is how we're going to get our message across, and how you're going to take care of yourself. You know, what good is, you know, Sherry talks about the legacy that she's going to leave her son. You know, what good is your legacy of having been here and had a message to bring if all of you did was bring it through with anger and frustration and fear and violence? At the end of your days, what they will remember about you is your vibration, not your message. So if your vibration was ugly, your message is going to be associated with that. But if you're here with a beautiful high vibration of self-care and self-love and loving everybody else, your legacy is going to be, that was an amazing person who raised the vibration, I should say, on this earth. I had a channeling session with my friend yesterday, Gabe, and his mom came through, and she, like, I've had her amazing, her name was Grace, and I've had her amazing Grace around me ever since she came through, and he's been having trouble with contact, you know, and so, excuse me, it was a huge honor to be able to, not only an honor, but a huge benefit for me to be able to channel for people, to help put people in touch with their loved ones, but also I sort of download the vibrations of the wonderful things we're talking about, legacies, and what is your legacy going to be. That could almost be the theme of today's show. And of course I said I was going to breathe, and then we got off on a soapbox. But, you know, and it's like this woman left a tremendous legacy because she allowed her children to be themselves. She respected them for the spiritual soldiers that they were coming into her life. And, you know, she was like a bright shining star, kind of like my sister, who shone so brightly and touched so many lives while they were here, and ended too soon, or right on time, you know, as a lot of people would say, even though it would seem too soon by our standards. It's, you know, to give the example that if you can focus on your purpose, you don't need a whole lifetime to change the world. You know, you just have to be yourself and bring your gift. So, God, I'm feeling so emotional this morning, but grateful to you guys to bring this message through, and also ready to breathe with you guys. So I've got the deep voice going, so it must be somebody, Michael or Metatron or somebody. Thank you, Russ. Don't worry about anybody else. It's so true, Colleen. Yay! Oh my gosh, you guys are so awesome. Yes, I love you guys so, so, so much. Oh, Russ. Bruce is proud of you, and he looks up to you. 22. Okay, you guys, the neck wants to be stretched big time. So let's do our little side to sides here. Let's start with the left ear today. So today we're going to start with your left ear to your left shoulder. And it's just a nice little, not forcing anything, it's just a gentle stretch. So you're just kind of like resting your left ear toward your left shoulder. And the breath that we take in is what's going to create most of the stretch. And you guys can even kind of anchor yourself. You can hold on to the table. Sometimes I'll hold on to like my leg, and that will help the stretch as well. So here we are. We're just going to move any stress out of the neck or jaw with the breath. Left ear to left shoulder. Inhale through the nose. Chest expands, shoulders stay down. We're going to pivot on the nose as we come center, exhaling through pursed lips. The pivot stays here, and then you continue all the way down into and my right shoulder could stand to come up a little bit, imagining that you guys are on a hanger. So now you have your right ear to your right shoulder, and now you're feeling a gentle stretch on the left side of the neck. Just a nice little gentle stretch. Inhale through the nose. Chest expands, shoulders stay down and even. Let your breath stretch your shoulders and your chest out. Get a really nice deep breath, and as you exhale, through pursed lips, pivoting on the nose, all the way across into back to where we started. So still here, even with the shoulders. Inhale through the nose. All the way up, chest expands, shoulders stay down, pivoting on the nose. As you exhale, all the way across into, I'm loving these. And since we're moving the neck, I'm going to have you guys do the blind spot with the eyeball stretches as well before we bring the pot in. I'm going to wash my hands after we do that. So, oh, the kitties are just relaxing. So here we are here, nice and square as if you have a wall behind your shoulders. You want to check your blind spot. If you're driving, you're going to go ahead and skip this one. Just breathe with us, but keep your eyes on the road. So if not, imagine this wall behind me is right up behind my shoulders, and you're just going to tuck the right chin toward the right shoulder, as if you're looking over your shoulder to check your blind spot or to see if anybody's behind you. And I want you guys to even further stretch your eyes, and I want you to just look with your eyeballs anywhere that you feel a nice stretch. So for some of you guys, that might be up. For some of you guys, that might be down. For some of you guys, that might be looking hard to the left. So I want you to explore this with your own intuition. What direction feels like a big stretch here on your eyeballs? Feel it, find it. Looking, inhale through the nose. Allow that breath to stretch all of the muscles, and as you exhale through pursed lips, the exhalation brings you center. Continue breathing out with the breath of dragon. Nice and slow. So don't force the chin until it really feels like it's ready to move with the breath. Imagine that the out breath and the in breath are actually, the out breath are actually moving your neck. So now you guys are off to the right. So same thing here. You have the wall behind you. The shoulders are on a hanger. And I would like you guys not only tucking the left chin now, or the left side of your chin, to the left shoulder, but looking as well with your eyeballs, whatever direction feels like a nice stretch. Whether that's up, down. For me, looking hard to the left feels like a really good stretch. And from here, inhale through the nose. You might get a tummy growl like I just did. Chest expand, shoulders stay down. And as you exhale through pursed lips, keep your shoulders on the hanger. Bertice into. And same thing, ending it with a smile to the other side. Good morning, Bertice. How the heck are you this morning? You're just in time for some breathing and, yeah, I know, I'm feeling emotional as well, Russ. You're in time for some breathing, Bertice, and some addition of herbs to the pot, for which I am so very, very excited. So welcome, you guys. Karen, Cuba, has got it right. Be yourself, no worries, just do it. Spread the love. I love, love, love it, you guys. You guys are the best. I love the breathing. Hi, Mommy. My mom's in the room. Let's do some more breathing now and moving and stretching since my mom's in the room now too. My mom and Bertice. And you guys can share now too if you want to. We'll get a couple more people hop in for the breath and then the calendula and aloe meditation. And I'm also going to add some more rose hips to this as well. We're going to talk herbs. Look, I've got my nettle. I've been drinking a lot of nettle lately too to get all of the iron that I need. All the iron. Had to post pictures for my sister Teresa's birthday. That's right. Happy birthday to my sister Teresa. Sometimes she comes in and joins us. And I can't wait to send her a birthday video. We always do you guys know the Beatles song Birthday? You say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. We always, when we used to live together, whose ever birthday it was, early in the morning we would play that song really loud. You know, the beginning of it is like a drum roll. It's like, you guys know that song. So we would play it really loud and we would go jump on whose ever birthday it was, we would go jump on their bed and say, you say it's your birthday. So now that we're all in different cities, we make videos of ourselves, you know, selfie videos. Those weren't around back then, but thank you, Sherry, sharing. Hi, Ronnie. Oh, I love you guys back. Yay! All right, you guys. So a couple more stretches, and I also wanted to get you guys ranging out the rest of the upper body a little bit today too. So wherever you guys are, here I go with my Holly knuckle crack. She'll probably come in the room now. Excuse me. Yay! Aw, you guys are so sweet saying hi to my mom, and she's shy. She's so shy. She comes and says hi to me, and I appreciate it. You guys are the best. Okay. So as you guys can see, I'm rolling my wrists here. So just like you guys, unless you, again, if you have your hands on the wheel, leave them there. Make sure you're driving safe. I would just like you guys to start rolling your wrists around, whether it's clockwise or counterclockwise. So we're just kind of rolling the wrists and feeling a nice little stretch. Whatever feels intuitively good for you. So I might be going one way, excuse me, and then you guys might be going another, and then after about 15 or 20 rolls, I'm just going to have you guys change direction. So I'm going to have you guys do this pretty intuitively, just having you guys sort of going with, everybody's joints and ligaments are a little bit different. So somebody might need 30 and somebody else might need 33. So this morning, just as we're breathing, we're just rolling the wrists, switching directions when they ask us to. So with our wrist rolling here, and our hands are just lightly in fists, inhale through the nose. Still expanding at the chest, and the shoulders are still pushing down. Nice little wrist rolls, switching when you want to, and as you exhale, pushing it all the way down, 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 into... And now I want you guys to just shake, shake, shake. Imagine your hands have water on them, shaking off the water, except this is stress that you're shaking off. So when you're doing your rolls, taking your breath, gathering all of the stress, and now I want you to shake it off. And you can even go like up and down like this. I can get going really fast. I do weird stuff with the hands. This is after yoga, you do like little hand yoga. In and out. Like that. Just get all of like, it's yucky, I want it off of me. So just like you're shaking off anything that you don't want. And get it out. And even like it's in your shoulders, get it all the way down. You can come down like this, shaking it out. Love it. Yay! Ooh, my fingers are tingling and buzzing now. Buzzing and tingling. So now that I've got your guys' bodies buzzing and tingling, we're going to get the rest of your senses going. I think I'm going to stand for this. Oh my God. I will stand for this. So here is the pot. And let's see, last time I brought you guys down a little bit so that you could see. So let me see if I can lower this. Excuse me. All right, so this is pretty good here, and I'm cut off just a little bit, but that's all right. The kitties are here, but they're just off camera. So maybe I can like kind of come down like this. Here we are. So good morning, April, and we're back with more Rosehip Chamomile Calendula oil by popular demand. So I'm going to just actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about this oil. Let me go sanitize real quick, and I'm going to mash the Rosehip oils while I talk about this oil, or the rose hips, excuse me, while I talk about this oil. Because this is really similar to the See To It oil. Excuse me. But the one element, or herb, if you will, that I've been pretty much dying to work with for a skin formula is aloe. And so the time has finally come for aloe to go into a face formula. So this is Rosehips and aloe are going to, I should say Rosehips, calendula, and aloe will be making up the majority of this oil. Now I already added 2 ounces also of chamomile because I love chamomile, and I love chamomile to be in my formulas, especially the face formulas. But I really do believe that it's calendula, as I see, this is why I keep my hand sanitizer on hand. Because I'm like, or do I? Where did it go? Because calendula really, really is probably, I would say either calendula or plantain or marshmallow would be my top 3 emollient herbs. So those are herbs that would go in a formula specifically to really treat the skin. Calendula, I'm going to bring this up a little bit while I mash so I can look you guys in the eye. calendula is a really, really popular flower used in salves and oils for things, for skin conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, anything that is like any kind of like really dry condition, anything that requires deep moisturizing, calendula is pretty much the #1, and then aloe. So, yay! Oh my gosh, really, Heaven? Hi, Christine. Okay, Christine Holiday's in the house. I'm glad that my fellow herb goddess has shown up because she had asked about ratios, and I really want to kind of talk to you guys about the ingredients, the materials in this oil, as I'm mashing some rose hips. So we've got the rose hips and some calendula made their way in there as well. And so, yes, let's just mash up some rose hips while we talk about this stuff. So we talked about the base of the oil, which is 100% organic, cold pressed, extra virgin olive oil, imported. That's what I've been using for all of my skin formulas so far. One of them I used grapeseed oil, and I liked that one a lot as well. Eventually, I'm excited to graduate to some other types of oils for the base. However, this has been a really successful base for me. I love this oil that I use as the base, and the amount of herbs. I use a lot of oil, and the highest quality olive oil I can get is still pretty, a good investment, we'll say, for me when I make these batches. So I'm loving what I'm getting out from these batches, and I'm excited in the future to work with other types of base oils as well. Sweet almond oil, for example. Yes, calendula is just the best. So we started with 100 ounces of my base oil. So the ratio that I use as far as herbs to oil when I make my potions is 1 ounce of herb to every 1/4 cup of oil. So if I have 100 ounces of oil in here, that makes 50 1/4 cups that go into 100 ounces. So that means 50 ounces of herbs are meant to go into this oil. And that's a pretty high concentration, and that makes these oils really, really amazing. So I'm just going to keep, so you can see we've got these rose hips going into the mortar, and I'm going to pestle it. And then we'll show you, see their whole going in and coming out. They'll be all mashed up, and it's like an applesauce, but or maybe like cranberry sauce, kind of like a slow cook cranberry sauce when it goes back in. That's the other thing, like with the chamomile. I love putting chamomile into the really anything that's going on skin, because the way that the flower breaks down when it's slow cooked is just so luxurious. I love to watch it happen. Watch, I'll scoop out a chamomile. There's plenty. You can see all of this that is floating on top, that's kind of dusty looking. That's the chamomile. So let me give you guys an example of just how willing the chamomile flower. So there's the center of the flower right there. And they're very dusty and very willing to just break up. So when we do the mashing, the chamomile flowers, they just dissolve and they just become the oil. They just become the oil. You know, like whereas, I mean, the calendula, it's just different. The extracts are just kind of like sucked out, and then you're left with the strands. But the chamomile, the whole flower basically is going on your face. It's amazing, and it's with, you know, the help of the oil that it's been cooked in. So that's why I love to put in the chamomile. So I had put in, oh my gosh, so I put in already 16 ounces of the rose hips. You guys remember we came in, what was it, on Monday, and we poured in a whole pound of rose hips. So that's what I'm mashing up right now, are the 16 ounces of rose hips that we put in. Then I added 2 ounces of chamomile. So chamomile is a lot lighter than rose hips. You don't need as much of it. So now that put us up to 18 ounces. And so we still, let's see, and then I put in 2 ounces of calendula. Only 2 ounces. So that put us up to, we had said 16, 18, 20. So that means we still have 30 ounces of herbs that we can add. So we're not even halfway through adding the herbs. And then we're going to put this one, so that was Monday. We're going to finish putting all of the herbs in right now. And then on Friday, we're going to strain. So make sure you guys come on Friday. And for those of you guys who are new to the show, we go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 a.m. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m. So on Friday, we'll be doing a strain. We'll be straining all of this oil, and then we'll be offering it to you guys. It is really highly concentrated, Christine. So yes, this is going to be my most highly concentrated oil. I do intend to offer more than just the 4-ounce size. I'm also hopefully going to be, by Friday, have the bottles for a 2-ounce size, and I'll be able to offer that to you guys as well. That's because this is going to be such a rich oil. It's going to be my most high-end in every way. It's going to be the most, I expect it to be the most effective, you know, and the reason that I want these to be so good, well, I like everything to be the best. I always like to do my best, but I like to use this stuff. And this is saving me hundreds of dollars by doing this at home. You know, I like my skin to look good. I really do. I don't want to have to put on a lot of makeup to look nice and to feel good about myself. I want to glow naturally. That's my goal, you know, and I used to worry about my appearance a lot, and I used to invest a lot of money in my appearance, and then I kind of had this epiphany where I was like, or maybe I was told this, that like, here's the thing, is that like beauty on the surface fades. And if you spend a lot of money, if you throw a lot of money at your problems that are, you know, temporary solutions, rather than just actually taking care of yourself in a healthy, holistic way, it's going to be a really expensive lifetime if that's what you want to keep up. But if you start to really take care of yourself, if you really start to feed your cells, you start to feed your thoughts, you start to resonate from the inside, you're taking care of yourself on the inside, taking care of yourself naturally on the outside as well, you know, organic products, products that are not harsh on your face, you know, harsh chemicals that are drying your stuff out. And, you know, just, I used to have acne when I was in my 20s, and the stuff that I went through just to get rid of it and to try to take care of my complexion, that ended up, you know, being harmful to my complexion in the long run. Look at that now. That's just a big mash. What was once a bunch of rose hips is now just a big apple sauce, or a big cranberry rose hip sauce. This stuff smells so good too. It smells like dessert is baking, because the chamomile has like a pastry type smell to it, and the calendula has like a buttery. So like the chamomile and the calendula make it smell buttery, and then the rose hips give it like a fruity smell. So I wake up and it smells like fruit cobbler is being cooked downstairs. So Victoria, I feel like the Move Free oil would help better with acne scars, and that happens to be on its way to you. But I think that this would actually probably help with acne scars as well, in the brightening sense, because of the vitamin C in the rosehip oils. I tell you what, it won't be bad for acne scars. Christine, it's about to have aloe. So we mentioned that we had added, I'm going to do a couple more mashes. We mentioned that we were up to, so it was 4 ounces of the flowers plus 16, so we were up to 20 ounces, so that we still had 30 left to add. So why don't we do this? Why don't we add some rose hips first, and we'll do some affirmations as we add the herbs, and we'll take some breaths, and we'll try to go in the chakra sequence. Won't that be nice? Oh, you guys are amazing. Russ, thank you. I'm telling you, excuse me, all I really want lately is to raise my own vibration so that I can keep raising your guys's, you know, and to surround myself with things that resonate with me. And so I'm really grateful. Oh, sorry, I'm like not showing you guys what I'm doing. I'm going to measure out these rose hips because I'm going to put in the remainder of these rose hips. I just wanted to add a few more. So you guys can help me count out. We were up to 20 ounces with everything that's already in there, which means we have 30 more. And yes, that means it is going to be a really highly concentrated oil, as Christine mentioned. So here's another 5 ounces. So now this is 25 ounces now that we have. So 5 ounces of rose hips about to go into the oil. And some of you guys are going to own this oil, so it's really cool that you get to be here, put your own blessings into the process. So here's what we're going to do. I want you guys to take a few healing breaths here. I want you guys just to gaze now, nice and soft gaze at the rose hips as they fall one over the other. And I want you to imagine your feet are in a nice, warm, bubbly, oily bath of rose hips. And they're floating around, and maybe you're just out, maybe they're in a bath in like a wooden bucket out somewhere remote. It's nice and sunny and beautiful, and you're just sitting there in this lawn chair leaning back. Your feet are just soaking in this nice warm rose hip bucket. And I want you guys to just rub your feet over all of the rose hips, and just imagine you can kind of like rub your feet one over the other. And if you're actually in a position where that's possible, you can do that as well. So I want you to really just feel these little guys just rolling underneath your feet like a nice little foot massage. Feel the warmth on your skin. Feel the sun shining on your face as you're sitting here in your lawn chair. And you've got your rose hips. See them here. Feel them. I want you guys to feel deeply rooted in nature. So you're out here by yourself. You can feel these little guys massaging your toes. And just knowing that they're here for you. And that nature is here for you. You're rooted. You belong. We want you here. These rose hips want you here. Nature loves you. Nature's so, so grateful for your presence and that you can appreciate nature back. So as you're sitting there feeling the warmth, inhale through the nose. Feel your chest expand. Push your shoulders down. Root yourself. Feel these rose hips massage those toes. And as you exhale, all the way down into inhale through the nose. Feel yourself rooted. Know you belong. You're part of this earth. You always have been. You always will be. And as you exhale, all the way down into I know, my gosh, good counting, Russ. This thing is heavy. Oh my gosh. This thing is like 25 pounds, and you're right. Yes, I'm so excited. Emily's got her manifestation. Yahoo! I am drinking nettle, Sherry. I've been drinking a lot of nettle lately. It's my moon right now, so I'm losing iron, and so as a vegan, I already have to watch the iron. So I'm drinking Eve was framed, and another just heavy nettle tea that I've been drinking. Yay! Okay, so now we're up to, we had said, how many ounces did we say it was? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then we just added, so it's 25. And now, excuse me, the only thing is, I want us to take a sacral chakra breath before we do the calendula, because the calendula is quite yellow, so that's going to be solar plexus. Pardon my cough. So, let's do, excuse me guys, let's do orange peel. I got the granulated orange peels lately, and I love these actually. Oh yeah, that zesty orange, as Tamana would say. Yes. Let's see if I can get you guys to smell an orange slice in your mind's nostril. Imagine with your scent that you can smell this zesty orange. A brightening, fresh orange scent. And I want you to feel an orange glow all around your tailbone. We've been breathing through it all day. I want you to feel that orange glow all around your hips, around your butt muscles and your butt cheeks, around your reproductive organs, your male and female parts. I want you guys to feel warm and protected. And I want you guys to feel like very, very protected and unified with the universe and with mankind. And I want you guys to feel a sense of unconditional love for yourself, and then emanating from your heart all the way out into the universe. And that it's going to permeate every soul. Don't worry about whether they deserve it or not in your mind, because your angels are going to transmute everything into unconditional love that's going to raise the vibration. That's all you have to worry about. And I want you to feel that orange pulsing light. I want you to be proud of who you are and let go of any shame that you might feel. Really smell the orange and know that the scent of the zesty orange is going to assist you in releasing any shame and any patterns of not loving yourself, because you are enough and your beautiful, rich, sensual, wonderful self. And you came this way. Inhale through the nose. Chest expand, shoulders stay down, and as you exhale, feel proud of who you are, sensual, loving the taste of food, all the way down into loving the smell of fruit, feeling the warmth of wind on your skin. I love it. I love it, love it. Zesty, zesty orange. So much breathing today, you guys. We might have to forego, gosh, and everybody's sharing, but I'm running out of time, but I've got to get this stuff in the pot. I might have to do like a double birthday read on Friday. Thank you so much to everybody who's sharing. I'll make sure that I'll do a reading, or I'll make it up to you guys, because the birthday drawing is getting pushed back a couple of times, because we got to get this calendula in the pot for you guys. Organic calendula. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my god. Why is this flower so buttery? This is going to be the best oil I've ever made. It is. Look at all of this calendula that's going in right now, you guys. Let's meditate, shall we? I can do this so slowly. We can breathe through it. Look at these beautiful flowers, you guys. I want to save just a few of these for a meditation on Friday. So I'm going to take out just a couple of these. They're so amazing. So, so amazing. And we'll throw some extra chamomile in for what we've taken out. But I want you guys to look at these gorgeous flowers. Just take a look at these calendula marigold flowers that grew out of the ground for us with our love and all of the love from the sun and the universe. I'm going to have you guys just watch this one go into the pot today because I want you guys to see how it just drinks this up. I want you guys to drink life up the way that this potion is drinking up these calendula flowers. And I'm just going to pluck them out and just kind of lower them in. And I want you guys to just watch the fall and just enjoy how the pot just drinks up these beautiful flowers and they just become the potion. Just be the light. I want you guys to imagine this color yellow is swirling around your belly button and then it's filling up your entire abdominal cavity, your tummy. Look at this flower. This is a flower for you. I want you to fill your tummy up with this color right here. I'm just going to drop that one, boop, right in there. And I just want you guys to smell the buttery richness of this calendula. And just see it going in. And I want you to start to see a yellow light glowing more and more, coming from that belly button, all the way, spreading all the way through your tummy. And now it's filling up your solar plexus right underneath your lungs. And it's just the brightest yellow, shining like a sunshine. Just shining like the sun in the sky. Making you feel proud of who you are. You're an independent. You came here with a purpose. You have a very distinct role on this earth. And nobody is like you. Like every flower, a little bit different from the next. Like every snowflake, that's you. Yellow and proud. Inhale through the nose. Feel all of the love from nature coming up to you. Chest expand, shoulders stay down. And as you exhale, all the way down into never in my life, you guys, never have I had such a rich oil going. I'm excited. Look at this. Can you smell it yet? It smells so good. I want to make sure that I get the aloe in as well and that we get a decent send off and that we make sure that we get all of our chakras balanced. So I'm going to put in the rest of the calendula later. I might end up adding a little bit more oil too if it seems like that is what is being called to do, as hunters being called to hunt. It looks like he sees a birdie over there that he wants to hunt down or something. So in any case, aloe calendula, aloe rose hips. I love you. No doubt the spirit is speaking. Oh my gosh, Colleen, I'm so glad. This is your day, girl. This is your day. You are healthy. You are beautiful. You are kind. You are worthy. I love it. I love it when you guys put out your own affirmations as well. That is so helpful for the room. You are putting out so much to the universe that's going to come back to you. Christine, you're right. It does smell like buttered popcorn. Oh, it's making me hungry. Okay, you guys. Drum roll. We're going to do the aloe. So I actually feel like that's a pretty good progression because heart chakra aloe is green. So yes, it is so yummy. So let's get to the aloe. Excuse me. Now, the aloe might not be green like the heart chakra, therefore I'm kind of wandering around looking for maybe a green stone. We could always do, let's do some peppermint. In case, oh, ooh, here's some spiritual badass, and that's mostly spearmint and lemongrass and eucalyptus, but aloe is going to soothe your little skin skin so much. I've been so excited about aloe. You guys have no idea. Let's take a breath for the heart chakra first, and then we'll sprinkle in the aloe. Oh, the first thing I smell when I open this up is a big hit of spearmint. So this is perfect. This is spiritual badass, you guys. And this is the lemongrass. We've got tons of spearmint. Like I said, this one opens up and warms the heart. So I want you guys to get hit with that same hit of spearmint that I just got hit with. And I want you to smell the minty, delicious spearmint all the way up into your nose. And I want you to feel the mintiness fill your lungs and your heart cavity. I want you guys to feel just filled with minty deliciousness. Super bright. Super, super bright. Inhale through the nose. As you smell mint going all the way into your lungs, chest expands, shoulders stay down. When you exhale through pursed lips, thinking, I give and receive unconditional love freely, all the way down into allowing love to flow from the universe into your heart, and then freely from your heart back out to the universe. It is done. Ding, 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 ding. If I had the bell in my hand, I'd be ringing it. Oh, did I bring you over, Hunter? I went to go pet Hunter, but then I'm like, don't, your hands. It is done. Oh my gosh, Nicole. Happy herbing. It's very, very, very therapeutic. Very relaxing. And now, okay, so after we get our pound of calendula in, that will have been, didn't we say, 25 ounces. And now here is, well, this is a half pound. Or no, we were at, let's see, it was 16, then it was 20, and then we put in 5 of the rose hips. So after we put in the additional 16 of the calendula, that will be 41. I'm cutting myself off. That will have been 41 ounces. So then we will only be needing 9 more ounces, and this is a half pound of aloe vera. So that's 8 ounces. So after I get all of the calendula in and all of this aloe vera, that's all she wrote, guys. Unless I put in a little bit more chamomile. But here it is, you guys. So the aloe vera extract comes in a powder. So that's another one, like the chamomile, that's just going to become the oil. I'm so excited about this. This is my first one. And as suspected, it's not green. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to use this. Okay, you guys. So as we sprinkle in the aloe, why don't we get the throat chakra going? Why don't I give you guys, I'm going to do one more sprinkle and one more stir. And I want you guys to imagine, and I'll show you some blue here in a sec, but let's get the imagination going first. A soft blue light swirling and glowing around your throat chakra. All around your throat, all of the muscles and the ligaments around your throat, and also the base of your neck, the top of your shoulders, also your jaw, your tongue and your teeth. I want you to feel just a nice resonant buzz and a soft blue light that's coming with that. And it's a healing light and a healing buzz swirling around, so that throat, the upper shoulders and the lower neck, front and back, your jaw, your teeth and your gums are just buzzing with a beautiful blue light. And let's get a blue color for you guys. A nice little soft blue. And I'll see if I can get a nice sound for you guys as well. So as we focus on blue, swirling around that throat, softening the muscles of your jaw, creating space between your teeth, causing a buzzing around the throat. Imagine your throat long, wide, easy to breathe, no blockages. Inhale through the nose. Chest expand, shoulders stay down, and as you exhale, see a glittering blue warm light going all around the exhalation into knowing that you can speak your truth and you can tell anybody how much you love them and appreciate them. Inhale through the nose. Chest expand, shoulders stay down. As you exhale, you can say what's on your mind. You have a right to your truth, and it is so. Yahoo! Did you feel that one in your teeth, Colleen? Yeah. I love it. I love that. I love imagining space in between my teeth. That makes my jaw relax so much. That's such a good cue. Imagine space between your teeth. Yay! Okay, so we need to do, I'm going to just keep putting the aloe in. This is really kind of fun and exciting, the aloe. Like, I might have to test this stuff. I can't guarantee I won't be able to keep my, or I should say I can't guarantee I will be able to keep my little tester scoop out. This is going, your skin's gonna love this. I don't know what more, as far, I mean, I'm sure there might be a couple of base oils that could possibly even kick this up more, but that would be like $100 bottle of oil for you guys. It's like worth it, which is exciting to be able to create these products that are actually, you know, but gosh, but this is an amazing oil. I'm just really excited. I wanted to show you guys, I happen to have two, as I was stirring, if I can get them on here, I happen to have two rose hips in different phases of having been cooked. Let's see if they'll stay on here. So I don't know if you guys can see the difference in color. The dark one obviously is one of the ones that's been in there for a while. The red one I just added. So they definitely give over their vitamin C content. And the slower I can cook this, the better. If I wanted to, I could dump all this stuff in and have it done in 8 hours on a certain setting, but I'm choosing to leave it at a much lower setting and cooking it until Friday, which is just going to make it that much more luxurious because, as you guys know, good things come with time. So now everything is in. Just make sure I get all of the aloe in. I can't believe I'm making an oil with aloe in it. I'm so excited. So there went the aloe. And we basically have sort of a purple color here with these rose hips actually. So this will be a good one. Why don't I see if I can gather some older rose hips that have been in here for a while, because those are purple by now. They go in red and then they come out like this deep dark purple. So I'm going to get some of those guys and we're going to use those for the third eye chakra meditation. Yay, Missy. Okay, so pre-order. Everybody's asking about pre-ordering. Yes. Why don't, if you guys are interested in this one, could you guys email me and let me know what size you're interested in? I'll let you guys know. I was pretty much thinking about, I'm trying to keep the trying to keep the prices from getting too much out of control. So I'm going to do some more calculations and just make sure that the price that I have in mind makes sense for me and for you guys. It's not going to be that much more expensive than the last ones were, but just a little bit. So if you guys are interested, let me know. You guys can email me. If you're new, welcome, first of all, and then you guys can just add me. In fact, even if you minimize the video right now, it should take you to our, you know, and then click on me, Kimberly Davis. It should take you to my page, and then you can follow me, and then you can message me through there. And yes, I know I've been in touch with most of you guys anyway who have expressed interest in this oil, but if you are interested in this oil and you and I have not been in touch before, or you're new, you can just message me or just come back on Friday, because I'll also be making this oil available on Friday if it doesn't sell out today through the pre-order. So just to give you guys a ballpark before you message me, the 4 ounce is going for around $50, and the 2 ounce would be going for around $30. So that's, but this is an amazing oil. This is very, very concentrated, as you guys can see. So that's still a very competitive price, especially for something with aloe and rosehips in it. And Christine can tell you, especially for how concentrated it is. And it works. I have been using the rosehip oil since I started making it in November, and I've noticed an amazing difference, particularly in my crow's feet. I used to have really sun-weathered skin. I grew up in Southern California, in San Diego, and I was always outside, and my skin prematurely aged. I had prematurely aging skin. I did. And once I started using the rosehip oil, the quality of my skin changed in a way that made me a believer, and I'll never not believe in herbs again. So, yay! This spearmint, that really does clear you up. So, let me see. Ooh, good morning, Holly. Oh, Holly, blessings to you. I hope your ear is feeling better. Everybody send healing, love, and light to Holly. I'm so glad you came. That's funny how I mashed up a bunch of rosehip oil, or I should say I mashed up a bunch of rosehips and then forgot to have us meditate on them. I'm like, ooh, I love mashing up rosehips, and then just dump them in. So let's do 3 more, and we'll actually have you do your third eye meditation as we mash, because that'll be a good one. So last time I had you guys run and grab some oil, because we were going to use it for the third eye meditation, and we never got around to doing the third eye meditation. So this time we're going to use the oil, for sure we are, and I want you guys to go grab some oil if you have any. Rosehip would be good. Let's see what else. If you have the Enlighten and Chill oil, that would be a really good one for the third eye. If you have any with mugwort in them, those would be good as well. So go ahead and grab some oil, and what we want you to do, and I'll give you guys a second to grab that oil as well. But what I'm going to have you guys do is just get a little bit of oil on your hands, and I already obviously have plenty of that on my hands from just being here in the Apothecary, and we're just going to rub it right here on the third eye. So just right here on the third eye, and we're going to do the light switch technique that I borrow from Paul Santisi. We're going to switch your light on and off 11 times. And I think it's up 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yeah, starting from right here, we're going to, with a little bit of oil on your finger, just flick the light switch that is your third eye on. 1. And then we're going to do it 11 times. 2, that's down. 3, 4, 5, we're opening your third eye here. 6, massaging and opening it. 7, 8, 9, 10, and last one up is 11. So now the third eye is open. As we're doing this meditation, you can continue to do your light switch or your massage. You guys can also go in a circle or the opposite way. Circle one way, circle the other way. Whatever feels good to bring circulation and awareness to this area right here. And now I'm going to continue to match the rose hips. And this time, as you guys are massaging the third eye, turning the light switch on and off, we're going to look deep into the purple rose hip color. Massaging that third eye, seeing your intuition, and knowing that you can trust your intuition and believe what your third eye tells you. Massaging that third eye. Inhale through the nose. Smelling the sweet tartness, enjoying the purple color, knowing that you see everything, and as you exhale through pursed lips, all the way down into and now that third eye, open, open, open. Amber's asking about measuring out your tea. When you guys are making loose leaf tea, it's a fun little experiment to find your intuition. What do you like? Do you like your tea strong? Brew it a little bit stronger. Do you like your tea light, almost just like a warm water with some herbs in it? Brew it that way. It's very fun. Everybody's different. We're like snowflakes. Basically, you put the herbs inside the little tea strainer, pour hot water over it, and see what you like. This is a very fun experiment for you guys, and I encourage you guys to kind of, continue to ask these questions and also really explore, empower yourselves. Find out the things that you want to find by testing them with your taste buds, smelling them. What smells nice to you? What works right for you? So, yay! Ooh, there you go, Missy. Rose argan oil. Amazing. So now I'm going to cover this one back up because we're done adding herbs for the day. Looks like I've got some herbs and oil on me. I have to change my shirt later. But before we send you guys off, we're going to just blow open that crown chakra. Excuse me, so you can just go around being powerful light warriors all day long. How about some selenite for that? So now, if anybody did brush their hair this morning, you'll have to go through, if you have your hair up like me, or if you have your hair down, or if you're a short-haired male or short-haired female, we're just going to scratch at the top of the head. And we're going to light up your crown chakra. And we're going to let God's white light shine. So just get a little bit of, just like the same thing like with the third eye. Just a little scratch. And if you happen to have crystals on hand, sometimes if you guys order from the website or from the shows, I have these little crystal shards that I use for the third, or I should say not the third eye, the crown chakra meditation. So if you have those on hand, or if you have a selenite wand, you can also just massage the top of the head this way. So just getting some circulation up here, bringing the blood flow, and just getting ready to take a breath into this part of the head, and then to allow energy to flow through your crown chakra from source. Only unconditional love, only benevolent energy from source on this one. Nothing negative is allowed around here. It's all been banished long ago. So now we're massaging. Inhale through the nose. Chest expand. Shoulders stay down. You can continue massaging where you're at. As you exhale, knowing that you are source, that you are the creator, all the way down into Christine does 2 teaspoons, 1 on each side. Yep. I also like mine strong. Sometimes I do two balls inside my mug if I'm out of, but this is a large teaspoon. So this is about 3 servings like Christine says, because I also like mine strong. Play around with it. See what you like. As far as I'm concerned, the stronger the better. One more here. Inhale through the nose. Feel the healing white light of the universe going through your crown chakra. Chest expand, shoulders stay down, and as you exhale, all the way down into knowing that you are the creator, you write the story, and it's all up to you. Yay! Oh, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for being here. We went a little overtime. Oh my gosh, you guys, we went a lot overtime. But it was all worth it because you guys are the best. So, yes, contact me. I for sure have the 4 ounces right now, and I'm ordering, if there's a lot of interest in the 2 ounce bottles, I will have those by Friday as well. So the 4 ounce are going to be around 50, we're saying. The 2 ounce are going to be around 30. So message me, let me know what you're interested in, and then I'll kind of do some calculations, and we'll see how much we can get pre-ordered. So thank you guys so much for your interest, but more than that, thank you for your gift, and thank you for being here, and for being a brave empath, and for coming and shining your light into this room, and for agreeing to be the light, and to shine your light, so that the rest of the world can experience it. Because we need you. Love and light to you guys. One love. Be love. Give love. But most of all, take care. Take care of yourself. Show this world, show your universe, show your guides, show your angels that you're ready. The way you show them that is by loving yourself. I promise. So go out there, love yourselves, love each other. I love you. I will see you guys on Friday. You never know, I might be going live tomorrow just to say hi and show you guys how everything is going with the oil, but you guys are just the best. It was a really good show today. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Blessings, be well. I love you.